Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Scorpio Pharaoh on this nice, good, well, basically Monday morning because it's 1:44 a.m. where I'm at. But we're doing a little master duel tonight, or this morning. Just gonna do a few duels, whatever. Trying to get my rank up. I just hit like gold tier. Trying to get to that diamond tier. I've been testing out a few of my decks. Let me show y'all what I got going on here. So I've been using mostly earlier today. I've been using my Wing Dragon Raw deck. Like no cap, this deck has become one of my favorite decks to use. Actually, it's become one of my favorite decks to just play in general. I really like this deck, but this is my build I got going on. I took some ideas from some other players, some other YouTube channels that I saw, and I kind of combined some things and played around with a bunch of different things. I gotta admit, shout out to Team Samurai. Like he had a really good Wing Dragon Raw deck profile that I like because he utilized the Guardian Slime in there, which is really crucial because his effect of letting you search any Winged Dragon or Raw, spell or trap is awesome. You know, I saw other builds where they didn't really use Guardian Slime because the problem with Guardian Slime was trying to get him out on the first turn. You know, but there's a good way to get him out, and that's that Ice Jade Tremora. You know, because all you gotta do is just discard her to the graveyard, and you can spell summon any water monster from your hand. So if you open up with Guardian Slime and Ice Jade Tremora in your hand, all you gotta do is discard her, spell summon him. And by the way, this is going second. Like you want to go when you playing with Raw, you want to go second, because most of the time when I draw, what I like to call the God hand. It's literally a OTK or FTK, whichever one you want to call it. If they don't negate me, if they don't Ash Blossom or play some type of negate to negate me, usually I say most times if I open up with that and they don't negate me, it's like that's just game. Like if you open up with these two cards right here, if they do not negate her effect, special summoning him on your first turn, going second, and if they don't negate his, they can't negate him, but if they don't like activate anything in response to his summoning or something, like the spot remove him or whatever. Like if your opponent don't got nothing to stop you, and you open up with these two cards in your hand right here, you won the duel. I'm telling you right now, you instantly wanted to do it. Whatever else is in your hand doesn't even matter. If you open up with these two cards right here, you won the duel. And if they can't stop it, if they got nothing to interrupt and stop it, you won the duel. Because you're gonna use her, scar her, spell something that, then use him, go into your Guardian, Egyptian God Slime. His effect activates. Go search a Wind Dragon Rock spell trap, which usually I go for the True Sun God. This is like the best spell card in the deck. This card is really busted. Then activate this. Go search Ancient Chant. Activate Ancient Chant. Grab the Raw. Banish Ancient Chant. And then tribute Egyptian God Slime to summon out the True Sun God. Then he gains the attack points because of his effect. Then you pay your life points, so you got 100. And they got a monster in attack mode. That's pretty much game. Like it's just simple if you open up with those two cards. But I did add Raw's Disciple to the deck because he comes up really good, because sometimes you don't always see these two in your hand. And if you don't see these two in your hand, you gotta go a different way. And that's the thing I didn't like about Team Samurai's version too much, was that you didn't have no normal summon in this deck at all. And if you didn't see these two in your hand, you really couldn't, it was hard to kind of press to get raw. Now, Raw Servant helps out because it opens up extra plays with certain combos, because now it ain't just about these two, but you can open up, like if you, like say for instance, you open up a Raw Disciple and Ancient Chant. These two cards right here, Ancient Chant and Raw Disciple, that's instant Raw. And again, if your opponent don't got no Ash Blossoms or nothing to, negate your search and special summoning out of your deck, that's pretty much game. If you open up with Raw Disciple and Ancient Chant. But I like him because he special summons all three and he sets you up perfectly for it. And if you got Ancient Chant in your hand, you're pretty much good. The only bad thing about him is you can't special summon monsters when he's on the field. Excuse me. Like, that's the only bad thing about him. If your opponent Ash Blossoms him and you're stuck with this dude on the field, you can't special summon monsters. Really, pretty much. You have got to get this guy off the field, which is pretty hard to do. Now, one of the things I will incorporate is a Link monster in this deck. I haven't put it in there right now. I know my extra deck has a bunch of different things in there. I just threw some, fodder stuff because I run Extravagance. So I just threw a lot of, some fodder stuff up in here. But I need to add some Link monsters. That way, just in case I do get stuck with Raw's Disciple, well, it really doesn't matter. Because even if I had Link monsters, I can't special summon. See, that's the only bad thing about Raw's Disciple. If they Ash Blossom and you are stuck with this dude on the field, because the only way you can get rid of him is if you tribute him. And you can't tribute him except for an Egyptian god. So that's the bad thing. Like, you are stuck if they Ash Blossom him. Like, you're really stuck. So you gotta be really careful. That's why going second or even first, rather, whichever way, you kind of want to see if you can bait out the Ash Blossom before you play him. Because if they Ash Blossom, you are stuck. Of course, I run Fenrir in here because he's an easy special summon with a nice interruption. Of course, you gotta go with Max C because you kind of need draw power, and Max C actually really helps you get going. Because I'm telling you right now, if you open up, you go in second. Because again, you always want to go second with Ra, and I love Ra. He is my favorite Egyptian god, and he's actually become one of my favorite monsters in the game to use. I love him a lot. Like, this deck is just fun. Plus, fire is my favorite element anyway. So, like, Raw he's just dope, and he's a Phoenix. So, but again, Max C, great, because if you can start off with Max C in your hand while your opponent's going first, that will help you out. Because even if you just get 2-3 draws off of Max C, you got enough to play through some negates. If they set up a negate board, at least 2 negates, and you can get off what you need to get off. Because remember, if you play Raw's Disciple, you definitely want to bait out any type of negates. Particularly Ash Blossom. Now, if they play a negate that will destroy him, that's fine. That will negate and destroy him, that's good. But Ash Blossom don't destroy him, so you don't want to be stuck with this guy on the field because you can't special summon and you can't get rid of him no other way. So that's the only thing. But like I said, I added him to the deck because I didn't have a normal summon monster, and he is the best normal summon for this archetype. Because you summon him, you get 3. Like, come on. I run 2 copies of Ra. I run 2 of the balls. I run 1 Immortal Phoenix. Of course, 3 Egyptian God Slime. And you want to run Slime. Slime lets you search any Ra card. Any card that mentions Ra. That, plus the best spell card in this deck, the True Sun God. And the best thing about the True Sun God, is that you can search any card that mentions Ra. Any card, including the monster. So you can search Ra's Disciple with the True Sun God, which is freaking awesome. Just like you can search Guardian Slime with the True Sun God. So essentially you got 6 copies of Guardian Slime in your deck. You got 6 copies of Ra's Disciple in your deck. Because these two are the main good monsters you want to see to get out your OTK. So you got 6, you're playing with literally 6 copies of these in the deck. You know? And really, the True Star guy just extends any card. Like, I run 2 Ancient Chants. So really, essentially, I got 5 copies of Ancient Chants in my deck. You know? So it really helps you out. And what I like about the True Sun God too is that this card has Ra's 7 effect. Because remember, guys, in the anime, the Wind Dragon Ra has 7 special abilities in the anime. I mean, out of all the monsters in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, Ra had more effects than any monster in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh. And remember in the anime, he had 7 effects. So in real life, obviously they can't, print 7 bullet point effects on them. That's why you got cards like Blaze Cannon, which gives you 3 additional effects to them. That's why when you play this card, Wind Dragon Ra gains the following effects. These are the 3 effects. He's unaffected by card effects, which this card literally makes him a true god, because he can't be killed. Then if he declares an attack, you contribute any number of monsters that did not declare an attack this turn, and he gains attack equal to that. So he will already gain attack just from Ancient Chant, but he's also going to gain even more from the monsters on the field. Or if you didn't play Ancient Chant to summon him, Blaze Cannon can give him some additional attack points after you paid your life points for him. From the monsters you got on the field. And then, out of Den's calculation, if you got some monsters that did survive, if your opponent does survive, which usually if you're attacking with Ra, they won't survive, but if they did survive, all their monsters get sent to the graveyard, which is freaking awesome. Just OP. He just burns the entire front row to a crisp. So this card unlocks Ra's other 3 effects. Ancient Chant unlocks one of his effects as well. One of his effects. Remember, in the anime, when you tribute summon a Wind Dragon Ra, he gains attack on the monsters that was tributed for him. That's what Ancient Chant does. It allows you to, if you banish this card and you tribute summon Wind Dragon Ra, its original attack and defense will become the combined attack and defense of the monsters tributed for, which is freaking awesome. Just like the anime. So 2 cards right here got his effects printed on it. That's 4 effects. 1 from Ancient Chant, 3 from Blaze Cannon. Not to mention Wind Dragon Ra's already 2 effects, that he got already about paying life points, so you got 100, and being able to pay 1,000 to pop a card. So look, that's 2 on him, 3 for Ancient Chant. That's 6 with Blaze Cannon, and that's where the True Sun God is at. The True Sun God gives you his 7th effect, which is, if you remember in the anime, when Merrick first, when he was dueling against Bakuro and his actual weaker self, he used he activated an ability of Ra called Instant Attack, meaning Ra can attack the same turn that he was summoned. That's what the True Sun God does. Because if you read, and people don't pay attention to this part, it says the Wind Dragon Ra. It says, hold on. It says, hold on, let me get it to the right there. Here we go. It says, when this card is activated, add 1 Wind Dragon Ra, 1 card that mentions from your deck to hand. That's just goaded within itself. Then the Wind Dragon Ra cannot attack the turn they are special summon. So monsters except the Wind Dragon Ra cannot attack turn that they are special summon. which is awesome. So with this card on the field, it locks your opponent's special summon. Well, really your monsters too. It locks all special summon monsters from attacking. Only Raw can attack first, or a monster that was just normal summon. Which 9 times out of 10, most cases, your opponent ain't really normal summoning anything except for something that would search or whatever. Most of the time, your opponent got more special summon monsters than he got normal summon monsters. So really, this card, and to tell you the truth, this card saved me in a lot of duels. Because a lot of people overlook that part where it says monsters except the Winged Giant and Raw cannot attack the turn they are special summoned. A lot of people overlook that effect when they're reading this card. Because I've had plenty of times, even when I'm doing it against my own friends, where they will enter their battle phase and they can't attack. And they're wondering why they can't attack. And literally, then you can tell when your opponent is reading stuff on the board because it goes to that little pause. They pause for a second when they enter their battle phase, and you can tell they're reading the card. So a lot of times, trust me, anybody that knows about this card, they're trying to pop. Your opponent will pop this card. They definitely will, because they can't attack with their special summon monsters when they're first summoned. Only Raw can attack. And that's really basically his instant attack effect that he had in the anime. And that's how they applied it here in, real life. So that effect alone is goated. And then of course, the true sun god sets up your immortal phoenix. Because you send Raw to the graveyard to send the immortal. Well, no, you send the Immortal Phoenix to the graveyard, then you send Raw to the graveyard, which the Immortal Phoenix will come out after that. And that's just in case your opponent survives. If they survive, and then you get your Immortal Phoenix chain going. And trust me, if they do, you want to do that because clearly you don't want to draw the Immortal Phoenix because he's a brick. The only thing that sucks about the True Sun God is that he won't get rid of the Immortal Phoenix out your hand. Because I've had a few times where I drew the Immortal Phoenix in my starting hand, and I couldn't get rid of him with the True Sun God. That part sucks. The only way I can get him out of my hands is if I, activate a card effect to discard him or something like that. But that's one of the reasons why I kind of added Millennial Revelation to the deck. I would say my deck, it's a little bit different. I just literally added this before I started recording this video because I want to test it out. And I added it because sometimes, one, I do draw the Immortal Phoenix, and you can search Monster Reborn. At first, I was a little hesitant because this card is really good because you can just send a Divine Beast monster from your hand to the graveyard to add a monster born from your deck or your graveyard to your hand. Because another difference between my profile against Team Samurais is that he didn't run Monster Reborn. In a Egyptian God deck, you gotta run Monster Reborn, where you run an Obelisk, Slifer, or Raw. And remember, if you remember in the anime, what did Merrick do? He cheesed pretty much every player he played because he mainly Monster Reborn Raw. He barely tribute summoned Raw at all. In fact, I could be wrong, but I don't think he even tribute summoned Raw at all. No, he did. When he battled Bakuro, he tribute summoned Raw. I believe he did. I think. But when he battled against Yugi, he literally Monster Reborn Raw the entire time. He was cheesing. He never tribute summoned. So this card is pretty nice. But I was hesitant about adding it because I don't really have a whole lot of Divine because I don't run 3 copies of the Golden Balls, and I don't run 3 copies of Raw. I was thinking about boosting Raw to 3 and thinking about boosting Ball to 3. Reason why I want to boost Raw to 3 is because I had some duels where I had the whole Raw, Ball, and Immortal Phoenix chain going, but then it's ended because I didn't have another Raw in my deck because the Ball, when you tribute him, you can spell something Raw from your hand or your deck. and I only run 2 raws, so I already got them out of my deck, and I had no more raws or something. I ended up winning that duel, but it was like, man, if only I could have had a 3rd raw in my deck, I would have won a lot sooner. But the good thing about Ancient Chant is that it does let you add raw from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So even if you run out of raws in your deck, Ancient Chant will let you grab them too. And I only run 2 Ancient Chants. I thought about running 3, but like I said, I kind of got other stuff. This deck is pretty airtight, keeping it at 40. So, and I got other stuff in here I'm running because I run this Ice Great Cradle. This search to be able to search Ice Jade Tremora a little bit quicker. So since you got 5 copies of her in the deck. And that's pretty much, because again, you want to optimize seeing her as Jade Tremora and Guardian Slime in your hand as quickly as possible. Or at least see Ross Disciple and Ancient Chant in your hand as quickly as possible. Either one of these two will help. And like I said, the True Sun God is just the best spell card in the deck because it gives you copies of these extra cards. But Millennium Revelation, getting back to that, will help out pretty good, And again, it's searchable. I only want to run copy because I feel like in my version, I only need 1 copy. And it will help me, search, like I say, Monster Born, because I had a Monster Born because there are times where Monster Born is just needed, because sometimes you just need to revive back your Egyptian God slime, and that comes in handy. So, and Monster Born good. Not to mention, Monster Born lets you revive back a monster from your opponent's graveyard, which that came in clutch a couple of times too. So, yeah, and then of course I run, your board wipes, because again, you're going second, you're trying to get rid of stuff, you're trying to make sure you can attack unharmed and play. So Harpy's Feather Duster is a must, the blow back roll. I run 1 copy of Lightning Storm. I had, 3 copies of this card, but like I said, I'm trying different things. So this card right now is at 1. Because I added Raw's Servant, I keep calling Raw's Servant, Raw's Disciple to the deck. Because if I didn't before I added Raw's Disciple, I had 3 copies of Lightning Storm. So 2 copies of Raw's Disciple was Lightning Storm, and then 1 of the copies of Raw's Disciple was a 3rd Triple Tactics Talent that I had. But again, I run 1 Lightning Storm because again, going second, starting off, you don't got no cards on the field, so you can either blow up some Tapestrium or blow up some back row. It gives you another. It's kind of like having 2, Harvest Feather Dusters. That helps out. Triple Tactics Talent. That's explanatory why that card is in the deck. Like I said, I had 3. I reduced it to 2, but this card is good. It gives you draw power. Because your opponent 9 times 10 gonna place Ash Blossoms and stuff like that. So, you get to draw 2 cards. You get to take control of monster. Extravagance, free draw. That's why I run a lot of fodder and tribute fodder in my extra deck. Because again, you want to draw. You need draw power. Because sometimes you don't always see Maxi. Fenrir, free special summon, plus he gives you interruption. Because your opponent activates a card, you get to banish a card. Your opponent activates a card during your turn while you're making your plays, you get to play Triple Tactics Talent to draw 2 more cards to take control of a monster. And the take control part is nice because it doesn't target. So you can take control of anything. And 2 Super Polys, because I had 3 Super Polys in this deck. I dropped it down to 2 because to make room for Millennium Revelation. That's why I replaced my 3rd copy of Super Will. Because Super Polymization to me is one of the best spell cards in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I run monsters like Mud Dragon and Garura. which they're free. You can fuse, pretty much anything, like two monsters with the same type and attribute. So, you're going against a opponent that uses monsters with the same type and attribute. There you go. And then you got Mud Dragon. Here's two monsters with the same attribute but different types. So decks that use that, those parameters fall under, that's free tribute. Like, Superimposition is a free kaiju. You can freely kaiju two of your opponent's monsters, and the best part about it is spell speed 4. Your opponent can't respond to it. This card is, to me, goated. It's one of the powerful spell cards in the game. It's just literally free kaiju. As long as you got the right extra deck monsters to go along with it. Just like this card is really good in Dark Magician too, because Dark Magician can fuse with 3 other different types, which I have that in my Dark Magician. That Dark Magician is one of my better favorite decks as well. Because by the way, guys, I am a big fan of the original Yu-Gi-Oh. Actually the first 3 Yu-Gi-Ohs. The first Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Those to me are my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. But I am a big fan of the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Because one, it's the original, and it was based off of ancient Egypt. And I'm a big Egyptian fan. I love Egypt. I love, the Egyptian lore and the gods that they, worship, at that time. So I really just thought the whole plot of it was really good. Which is why Raw is one of my favorite decks to use. And I'm trying to make this deck as competitive as I can. I've been, I look at deck profiles online, then I come up with some of my own strategies, see what I like, see what I don't like. And I've just been testing things out, and most of the time I'm winning with this deck. Like, I win more than I lose. I mean, against lower tier decks anyway, as I'm trying to climb up my ranks. I'm pretty much dominating against a lot of these lower tier decks anyway. Because this deck is just immaculate. But yeah, the Super Poly is just awesome card to run because it's just a free kaiju, great interruption. Of course, 3 copies of Soul Crossing. I mean, you're running an Egyptian god. Raw is all about tribute summoning, so it's also a great interruption. Because one thing about this deck too, 3 Soul Crossings and 2 Super Polys, you're trying to get rid of your opponent's monsters. It doesn't target, so it's easy. So monsters that have protection effects that can't be destroyed or targeted, Super Poly and Soul Crossing bypass that. They're trap. They're the trap cards of your deck. And Soul Crossing is really good too because it gives you that additional normal summon. So even during your own turn, if you don't got, let's say for instance, you open up with Raw's Disciple, Ancient Chant, and Soul Crossing, or you ain't even gotta have Ancient Chant because Ancient Chant gives you that additional tribute summon. But let's just say, you had Raw in your hand with Raw's Disciple and Soul Crossing. You can summon Raw's Disciple, then use Soul Crossing to give you the additional tributes, the immediate tribute summon, and then you can draw Raw. Now, he ain't gonna get no attack points from the monster's tribute for him, but again, you can still pay your life points going first. So that combination works. Again, that's another reason why I run Raw's Disciple in here, because he is the best normal summon for any Raw deck. He's the best normal summon for Raw. But Soul Crossing just really good. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I didn't tribute, especially against combo decks, man. Combo decks just hate it when you play Super Poly or Soul Crossing because it just freely kaijus their monster away. They special summon all them monsters and not realizing that they're providing you with tribute fodder. Because if they leave you with 3 monsters, if they end their board with three or more monsters on the board, you can get rid of it. That's why I like the ball. Because going second, you can just tribute them. They can't stop it. They can't do nothing to stop their monster with tribute. That's why when they try to build those monsters with those negates, you don't care about it. If you open up with the ball and stuff like that. That's another reason why I kind of want to boost him to 3 copies anyway, too, so I can see him more often in my opening hand. But like I said, I'm playing around with stuff. Obviously I would have 3 copies of the ball and raw if I didn't run Ice J Tremora in here, or at least, I thought about taking out one of the Ice J Kratos down to 1, and probably putting in either putting a 3rd Ancient Chant or a 3rd ball in the deck. But like I said, I'm still testing some stuff out. And again, and then I just also, just like I just added Millennium, I just added Sun God Unification. Nobody uses this card, and I get it, but this card, it doesn't have a bad effect. 1, you can activate it. If Raw is on the field, you can instantly activate it. 1, 2, it's searchable. And it has a really good effect because there are times where I summon Raw using the ball. Because there will be times where you're gonna summon Raw. You're just gonna special summon Raw. And there are times where I summon him with the ball, he got 4,000. But when you do that with Sun God Unification, you can actually pay your life points to 100 and give him attack points additionally to that 4,000. And then guess what? If your opponent's about to kill Raw or about to blow him up or whatever, guess what? With Sun God Unification, you contribute the Raw and then gain the attack points equal to whatever his attack was. So let's say let's just say for instance, Raw had 11,000 attack points. You tribute him, and you will gain 11,000 attack points. Well, 11,000 life points. And I think if you tribute him, let me see, Immortal Fiends. If the Wind Dragon Raw is sent from, and then if Immortal Fiends in the graveyard, he gets automatically special summon. And this trap card is actually pretty good too, because sometimes I come into situation where like I have Raw on the field. Now you can send Raw to the graveyard with Sun God Unification to special summon Immortal Fiends, but you can't do that during the battle phase. What I like about Sun God Unification is I can send Raw after I attack with Raw. If my opponent still survived or has monsters on the field, I can send Raw to the graveyard with Sun God Unification, and then special summon the automatically Immortal Phoenix from the graveyard automatically. And I will gain whatever his attack points is, and then I special summon the Immortal Phoenix, and then I can attack most likely for gain. That's a cool combo. I want to try it out. As I say, I just added these 2 because I want to try out how it's going to be. Obviously, I don't have no negates in this deck. That's the bad thing. Hopefully they come out with some, new support for Raw that will give, some more interruptions or more negates. Because Raw really, this deck, Raw don't really have much interruption, well, it's just, as far as cards that go for his archetype, he doesn't really have much of interruptions done. But I'm hoping that, they can come out with some new Raw support that actually has some negates or something to it. Maybe a continuous spell card or trap card where, Wind Dragon Raw is on the field. Kind of like with Haman, with the Striking Thunder spell card or whatever. Cerulean Skyfire spell card where like if you got Haman on the field, you can negate a spell trap. I'm hoping that they can do something like that with Raw. Like if Raw is on the field, you can negate a spell or trap card. Like just something simple like that. They give you something like that, that would be dope. If they can give some negate to this archetype. Because Raw itself is an archetype. The difference between Slifer and Obelisk, is that Raw himself seems like he is his own archetype. And I just love it. But yeah, that's my build. And of course, I run Egyptian God Slime, Mud Dragon, and Garura for Super Poly. The rest in here is just for fodder for me activating the one pot of extravagance. That's really. But I'm gonna change certain things up. I'm gonna actually add some actual legitimate link monsters here. I'm just gonna figure out what I want to add. But I'm gonna add some other stuff. But yeah, this is like my favorite deck to use. He's like my favorite monster in the game to play. I love his alternate card art. I got 2 copies of this alternate card. I might go ahead and try to buy that pack to try to get the 3. I try to generate it, but apparently, I can't do it from this screen, but they won't let you generate the extra, this card art. So I guess I gotta go buy. I do want 3 copies before that thing ends. Because I got 3 copies of the original card art. But I do want 3 copies of his alternate one too, because I really do like his alternate card art, especially with the fire in the background and all that. And in real life, I have his alternate card art in secret because this is really good. That other card art he had that they came out with, I don't particularly like. I mean, I like it's all right, but if I had to order the card art of Raw's, I really do like the original one because the original one is dope. But if I had to order it, I would say this one is the best one. I really like this one. This one, then the original, and then that other one. And in real life, I got the Ghost Rare version of this. I had to get it. When they came out with the Ghost Rare original card art of the Winged Dragon Raw, I had to get it. It cost me a lot of money. I paid about $500 to get 3 copies of the Ghost Rare original card art of the Winged Dragon Raw in real life. That's my first time ever having a Ghost Rare card. That Winged Dragon Raw card is the most expensive card I own in real life. That just tell you how much of a fan I am of Raw. And plus, Merrick, and in the anime, Merrick is my favorite villain from the Yu-Gi-Oh series, or out of all the Yu-Gi-Ohs series that's out there. Merrick was my favorite villain, and actually one of my favorite characters, actually. Cause I like how he built his deck about, basically his deck was all about summoning out Raw, really. So, but yeah, without further ado, let's go do some duels. I'm ranked. This is my rank. Let's go do some duels. Hold on, I'm still recording. Okay. Oh man, we're 37 minutes into this. Good God. You know what? I'm gonna let this video. And by the way, guys, I'm just now starting the YouTube, so bear with me. I know things might be a little out of order and stuff like that, and I'm a little going back and forth, but I just started out. So, but yeah, that's my deck profile for the Winged Dragon Raw. The name of my deck is the True Sun God. And since this video is already like 38 minutes long, I'm gonna go ahead and end this particular video for that. But this was definitely the deck profile for my Winged Dragon Raw deck. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope it helps anybody out there that wants to build this deck. And what? I can't end it like that. I'm not gonna end it. I was gonna end this video, but no, I gotta at least do some duels with it. I can't do a deck profile, not use some test duels. Oh crap. So yeah, I know this video is long. Next time I'm gonna make this video a lot shorter. Like I said, this is my first time doing this. Next time I'm gonna make this deck a deck profile a lot shorter. But I'm gonna try to do it with this deck and see if I can win. I might lose, like I said, because sometimes I do be misplaying sometimes too. Because I'm not perfect. Okay, got the one contact. We want to go second. Oh man, I hope this guy's not using Dragon Mage. Dragon Mage. But okay, so this is a pretty decent hand because we drew Raw Disciple with Ancient Chant and Soul Crossing. This hand is not too bad because Ancient Chant with Soul Crossing together, just drawing these two cards in the hand is pretty good. If he plays 3 monsters. Oh my god, he's using Vanquish Souls. Crash. One of my homeboys uses Vanquish Souls. He beat me a few times, but I figured out how to play these guys. I actually dueled a guy that was using Vanquish Souls. I was using Dark Musicians and I beat him because I nuked his field with that spell card, Dark Burning Magic, and he couldn't recover. But we actually drew a pretty decent little god hand here. Because if he drops 3 monsters, we can just tribute his 3 monsters for a raw. But we'll see what goes on. Not to mention we got Super Poly too, so we can really get rid of his problematic cards. Plus we drew Triple Chastisement and we open up with Raw Disciple. This is what I'm talking about. See, if I didn't have Raw Disciple in my deck, this probably would have been a Lightning Storm or something. Which ain't bad, but I wouldn't have never had I would have literally drew 5 spell cards. And see, that's what I'm saying. This is a combination I'm talking about. Ancient Chant with Raw Disciple. That's Raw. If you don't get interrupted, of course. Or Soul Crossing with Ancient Chant. If they don't negate nothing, that's also a good combination too. And then you don't need no monsters, but we're gonna see. But we're probably gonna use his monsters. He put a 3rd monster on the board. Before we summon out Raw Disciple, we're gonna actually tribute his monsters. Hopefully he doesn't have a negate. If he don't put a negate on the board to stop spell cards from activating, we got him. Now, the thing is, we gotta get Raw to our hand, so we don't need him. We hope that he does not have an Ancient Chant. I mean, we hope that he don't have an Ash Blossom, because we need to get Raw to our hand. That's the thing. Actually, when I draw my card, I hope it's the True Sun God, so I can get 2 searches. Okay, he ended his turn. What? Hydration more. Okay. Vanquish Soul Monster cannot be used while you control a Vanquish Soul monster. Your opponent's monsters can only target monsters you control the highest. Oh, you gonna play Maxi already? During your main phase, quick phase, you can activate one of these for special one Vanquish Soul monster from your hand. Add 1 Vanquish. Okay. What he's gonna do? Quick effect, you can activate one of these effects by revealing monsters in your hand with a list of attributes. Fire, change the battle position of 1 monster on the field. Well, you can't change the link monster. You're screwed. Because you play, guys, Raw loves link monsters because they can't go to defense mode. 2 fire, add 1 Vanquish Soul card from your deck. I don't know what that face down is though. And then if he got Ash Blossom, because he still got a full, he got 6, no, yeah. This dude got 6 cards in his hand. I don't know what that is, but we're going to have to try to bait something out. We're going to see if we can kind of bait him out a little bit. Because if he got Ash Blossom, yeah, we're going to see if we can bait him out. So what we're going to do is we're going to activate, we're going to summon Raw Servant actually. We're going to see if we got something to, we're going to see if he got Ash Blossom. Because he got an Ash Blossom. I would like to think he's going to have it. Yeah, he got something he can play. He got something he can play. Come on. If you got an Ash, please play it. Oh, there can only be 1? I forgot. Vanquish Soul players do like to play that try card. Ooh, that could hurt. I can't special summon. He played that only could be 1, really screwed me up. Okay. I'm gonna activate Triple Tactic's talent. Let's see what he got. I want to pick. I want to take control of his monsters. I don't really need to take control. I'm gonna actually ask to draw 2 cards. Let me see if he got Ash. He got something he can play. He got a hand trap in his hand. He got something. Cool fact, you can target 1 non-machine. Oh, okay, this guy. Monster you control, return it to their hand. And if you do spell something, this card from your hand. You can activate one of these effects by draw 1 card. Okay, he's gonna put the 1500. Okay, whatever. Let me draw my 2 cards. Yes, the true sun guard. That's what we want, fellas. And I got that enchant. Now we're gonna activate down. This we'll really see if he got Ash Blossom now. The true sun god, best spell in the deck. We actually can use that to go search raw. But we're gonna use it to go get Guardian Slime actually. Because we got Ash JC Tremor. I was gonna tribute his monster, but there's really no need to do that now at this point. Because I really felt like it. I can't special. I can't use. Why can't I? Monsters are different. Wait a minute, hold on. Each player can only control 1 monster of each type. Well, why can't I? So I can't play. Why can't I not play my card? Oh, because I can't special summon. That's why. So I gotta tribute. Okay. That's why. Because that's what I was saying, guys. That Raw Disciple, man, you gotta watch him, man. Because he'll mess you up like that. Now we're gonna activate Soul Crossing. Oh, no. Hold on. Before we activate that, activate effect. Almost forgot, because I'm about to misplay. Activate Ancient Chain so we can unlock Raw's other effect. Now we're going to activate Soul Cross, and we're going to use his monster. We're going to normal summon Raw. Yes, we're going to tribute that, and we got to tribute Raw's Disciple because we got to get this dude off the field. Because we can't special summon nothing. We wanted him all gone. Here comes the Sun God. True Sun God. Look at that, 6,000. Yes, we're going to activate his effect. Battle phase. Move attack for game. Blaze Cannon. Oh, God. OTK. That's what I'm talking about, guys. That's what I love about this deck. This is what I love about this deck. Right here. This is exactly what I love about this deck. These OTKs or FTKs right there. That's the potential this deck has when you go second like this, man. That's what I love about Rain Dragon Raw. That's why he's my favorite monster in the game. Because he is like just too OP. Because like I said, if your opponent, and as you guys just witnessed, if your opponent does not negate you, if they don't put no negates on that board, they're fried. They're fried. So after 3 more wins, I go to gold tier 4. They're fried. Like, if they don't put no negate on the board, they're fried. Now let's do one more. I'm gonna do one more for this deck profile video for you guys. Ooh, man, this guy might be using Blacklist Soldier or Dark Magician or something. Ooh, hope he goes first. Oh, I'm going first. Crap. Alright, guys. So he's making me go first. He thinks he's so split. Oh my god, I drew Immortal Phoenix. That's a brick. Ah, this hand is not the best at all. This hand's pretty trash. Because I drew raw without I drew the Immortal Phoenix. That's the only bad, as I say, that's the thing I hate about the Immortal. You do not want to see him. There's really not much I can do. I could summon out the raw server and give myself 3 monsters, but I don't want to do that. Hold on, guys.
System disarmed. Ready to arm.
My girl home.
Front.
But see, guys, this is not what I wanted to do. So I opened up. Jesus Christ. I could summon out the raw servant, but he's just gonna get base. I guess I could try to defend my life points, but I'm gonna. I'm gonna just end my turn. I'm gonna see what he does. I'm gonna see if he can OTK me or not. If he can OTK me, he got it. But if not, he better hope I don't draw. Cause all I really need is the true Sun God with his hand. The true, like if I can draw, he's playing Future Fusion. I haven't seen that card in a long time. Fusion Destiny. If you summon one fusion monster from your extra deck that mentions a Destiny Hero monster as a material. Yo, whoa, he's playing some. Oh! Oh, God. Oh, okay. Okay. He got Dogmatica in here, too? What kind of deck he got going on? Okay, he's gonna hit me for, he's gonna hit me for like over 4K. Guys, we need the true Sun God. If we can draw the true Sun God, this fixes this whole hand. This will fix everything. Oh, he got them cards, so he got the mutant card sleeves. I want those because one of my favorite decks I like to use is the mutants. I got a mutant deck that I really love using. Besides, after Winning Dragon Raw, I would say my Muse is my second favorite deck I like to use. We didn't get what I wanted. Crap. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and activate this Harpy's Feather Duster. Let's see what he got. What the hell is that? During your main phase, if a monster special summon from the X deck is on the field, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then if you control another dome, you can... What the hell? You can special summon this card from your hand. Then if you control another, you can negate that effect of one face-up monster on the field until it... When your dogmatic monster clears an attack, you can make all dogmatic monsters currently. Okay. But now that he played something, I can activate triple Tactus Talent. And hopefully I can draw 2 cards. I should take control of his monster, but I'm trying to dig, because if I can get to what I want to get to. Soul Crossing! Yes! Yes! We just got saved! We just got saved! Guys, we just got saved. This duel is over. Activate Soul Crossing. We just got saved, guys. Let's see what he does. He got something he can activate. I don't know what the fuck he can activate. Quick effect, you can destroy both. Wait, once per turn, quick effect, you can destroy both one card you control and one card on the field. This card is destroyed by battle card effect. What is that? No, if you're not throwing my man on combat, you can activate this fast. Also, one designated monster from your graveyard during your standby phase. Okay, whatever. Oh, he's destroying both his cards. Now I can't. Oh, he saved himself. I could activate whatchamacallit right now, though. I ain't gonna do it yet. See what he does. God, he saved himself. Oh my God, guys, he saved himself from OTK. He saved himself from OTK. That's fine. I got no choice but to summon my raw disciple at this point. Oh, he quit! Oh, he quit! Wow! He feared the raw! He feared raw! He quit! Oh, but that's what I'm telling you. And guys, I've had guys that quit, man. This raw deck makes guys quit. They already know what's gonna happen. I've had guys quit because of this raw deck. Oh my God, he quit. He already knew. All right, guys, man, this video is already like 56 minutes. This video is already an hour long, man. I done talk more than what I thought I was gonna do. But I'm gonna get a lot better at this and try to make sure I keep these videos a lot shorter and whatnot for you guys. At least keep them under 30 minutes. No more at the best. If I'm doing a deck profile with duels and stuff like that, try to keep it no more than 30 minutes long at the max. So, but yeah, man. But guys, that's just two quick little duels. I'm gonna definitely show more, and I'm gonna be broadcasting some duels too, broadcasting live duels. So check me out for whenever I do that. And but yeah, but without further ado, that's gonna be probably about the end of our night, or again morning, because again it's like 2:42 in the morning. I'm out here dueling 2:42. I love this anime. I just love this anime. But I ain't gonna keep on monologuing with you guys. But anyway, have a blessed, safe day. Have a good holidays. If I don't talk to you guys or hear from you guys, then peace out.